Hello, scholars. Welcome back to Guided Reading with Miss Oliver. We're going to jump right into our lesson because we have so much to talk about in so little time. So the first thing, we want to make sure we have our things in place before we get started. You want to first make sure you have this worksheet. The front half of the worksheet says match words with each picture. You're going to have these 4 pictures at the top and 4 words at the bottom. Then you want to make sure the back half of the worksheet says word matching with words on one side and pictures on the other side. So make sure you have this worksheet, make sure you have 2 pencils, and most importantly, make sure you're in a clear and quiet space so you can focus and grow your brain. If you need to pause the video right here to get the items together, please do so. If not, we can jump right into our lesson. So what exactly are we going to be doing in this video? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to review those same 10 sight words that we talked about in the last 2 videos. We're going to move on to a new word family. And then lastly, we're going to finish with a new book. Let me get some silent celebration. Bring it back. So reviewing our sight words. First up, repeat after me. The first word is your, there, into, from, because, look, how, this, his, and him. One more time from the top. Your, there, into, from, because, look, how, this, his, and him. Now, I want you to try it by yourself. I want you to start from the first one, pause the video right here so you can give it a try yourself. We're bringing it back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now that you had a chance to review the sight words on your own, we're going to move to our next slide, jumping right into our word family lesson. So scholars, in our last 2 videos, we talked about the word family IP. What sound does IP make? That's right, it makes the I sound. Words like rip, words like zip, lip, clip, all have IP in it. It all has that I sound. Now we're moving on to a new word family. We're moving on to the IN word family. The IN word family makes the I sound. What sound does it make? Awesome job. It makes the I. Words like bin, repeat after me. Words like fin, pin, win, chin, grin, spin, and thin all have IN, all have that IN sound. So let's tap it out this time. We're going to need our hands for this, so shake your hands off, shake, shake, shake. The first word is bin, B-I-N, bin. Let's try that one more time. B-I-N, bin. The next word is fin, F-I-N, fin. One more time. F-I-N, fin. The next one is pin. P-I-N, pin. P-I-N, pin. The next one is win. W-I-N, win. W-I-N, win. The next one is chin. Ch-I-N, chin. Let's try that one more time. Ch-I-N, chin. The next one is grin. Gr-I-N, grin. Gr-I-N, grin. The next one is spin. S-P-I-N, spin. One more time. Spin. Spin. And the last one is thin. Thin. One more time. Thin. Now, we're going to play a quick game. I want you to point to the word grin. Which word is grin? Awesome job. This word is grin. Point to the word bin. Awesome job again. This word is bin. Awesome job, scholars. Now it's time for us to move on to our independent practice time. That means we're going to start working on our worksheets. But before we do, Mrs. Oliver is going to go over the directions. The first thing we always do before we start our worksheets is put our name at the top. Our first and last name goes on the top of the front half, and our first and last name goes on the top of the back half. So once you put your first and last name, you can start on your worksheet. The first thing you're going to do is match the words with each picture. That means you're going to look at these pictures and you're going to draw a line connecting the word to the picture. For example, this first picture is what? Grin. So you're going to find the word grin. Is this grin? Nope. Is this grin? Nope. Is this grin? Nope. Is this grin? Yep. You're going to match this picture to this word. So you're going to draw a line all the way over here. You're going to do that for the other 3 pictures. Then you're going to come down to part 2 of the worksheet and you're going to trace these words and then you're going to write the word. But while you're tracing the word, I want you to say it. So you're going to trace it, chin, and you're going to write it, chin. You're going to trace it, spin, and then you're going to come over here and you're going to write it, spin. So you're going to trace it and then write it. Then you're going to flip it around to the back half. This side, you're going to do the same thing you did on the front side. You're going to match the words to the picture. For example, this first word says bin, B-N. I'm going to find a picture of the bin and I'm going to draw a line from the word to the picture. So you have about 6 minutes on this worksheet. You can pause the video right here to complete your worksheet. And go. Bring it back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now since you completed your worksheet, you can push it to the side along with your pencil because you won't be needing that anymore. Now we're moving on to the next lesson. We're moving on to our book, Silent, Silent, Silent Celebration. So it's okay if you don't have this book because Ms. Oliver is going to project it on the screen so we can all read it together. So give me 1 second. Our book is right here. So today we're going to be reading Bedtime Battles. Bedtime Battles. This book is by J. Jean Robertson and illustrated by Anita DeFulla. We know that the author writes the words and the illustrator draws the pictures. So before we read our book, we want to go through and do a picture walk so we can try to predict what we think this story is going to be about. So looking at the cover, okay. Looking at the pictures, we see a little boy in bed. So he's probably about to go to sleep or he could be just waking up. Okay, now we see him playing with some toys. Now he's driving a truck. He's drawing some pictures. He's reading a book. Oh, if we look out the window, we see that the moon is out and we see that the sky looks dark. So we know that this is nighttime. So maybe he's going to bed. He's not waking up. Okay, he's drinking some water. Has a couple of toys on his bed. More toys, pictures. Now he's hugging someone. Now it looks like he's going to sleep. So let's go back to the front cover of our book. So after doing our picture walk, we think that this story is about what? Think about it first. After our picture walk, what do we think this story is going to be about? Okay. So after the picture walk, we probably said this story is going to be about a little boy that's doing a lot of things before he goes to sleep. Let's see if that's right. So before we read, we know we always point with our fingers. So let's get our fingers ready, stretch it out, and get our pointing fingers ready. We're pointing to each word as we read. Bedtime battles. So before we read, we have some words to know before you read. The first word is am, repeating after Miss Oliver, am. Bedtime, building, but, drink, and need. Those are the words to know before we read. So get your pointing fingers ready. Miss Oliver is going to read first. Aiden, it is time. Aiden, it is bedtime now. Your turn. But I am building a house. Your turn. But I am driving my truck. Your turn. But I am coloring a picture. Your turn. But I am reading a book. Your turn. But I need a drink of water. But I am not sleepy. But I need a hug and kiss. Good night, Daddy. I love you. The end. We're going to go back to the front cover of our book. So before we read the book, we did a picture walk and we predicted that this story was going to be about a little boy who's going to sleep, but he's doing a lot of activities before he's going to sleep. So our predictions were right or wrong? They were correct. We predicted a little boy was going to sleep and he was doing some things before he went to sleep. We're going to read this story again in our next video, and next time we're going to dive deeper into the text and we're going to even answer some questions after the story. But right now we're going to wrap up our video. We had an amazing time together and I'm so happy to sit here with you guys and teach. So now we're going to bring it to an end. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.